So I was at work today, in pre-op, and I got a vision. Not exactly sure where it came from. It was just a vision, like God was talking to me, speaking down on me. I mean, it really just came out the blue, but the vision was to start writing kids books, and not necessarily kids per se, but little boys books, small children. And it was very detailed. The vision was to start off small and then, gradually build up, especially in my son's age group, and especially pertaining to his life, to where he is right now and as he grows. The vision was to start off, especially with the book like The World Is Mine. And there was a little boy that I saw holding up a big, huge globe in his hand. Will be on the front cover. And that book will also consist of, this little boy can do anything that he wants to do in his whole life. I don't care what's going on this day and age, but the world is yours. Nothing can stop you from doing what you want to do in this life. You can be whatever you want to be. Rather it even be a policeman, even though the police brutality and the police killings that's going on. If that's something that you want to do, is to serve and protect and help others, you can do that. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a rapper, you can be an accountant, you can be a world traveler, you can be whatever you want to be. But the world is yours. Even though you're this little black boy in this crazy world, you can still do whatever you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. Of course, the book wouldn't be that complex. However, I would start off with something in that mind frame. But I don't know. This vision just came from me, just out the blue. It's nothing that I really ever thought about doing ever. I mean, I've thought about writing a book before about my life, but never about a little boy's life. And maybe it's because I have a child. He's 2 years and 3 months now. But I don't know if it's because Cash is the only child and I was the only child. And as an only child, you just, especially as an adult being the only child, you just think about what you want your legacy to be. Because I don't have any sisters by my mom. Of course, I have a few sisters by my dad, but I don't have any sisters or brothers by my mom. So I still consider myself as the only child. I mean, I grew up as the only child. And, before I met my sisters, I never thought I would have nieces and nephews and everything. And honestly, it was kind of lonely. I mean, I had cousins or whatever that I grew up with, but nobody in my household. And honestly, I really don't want Cash to be the only child, because I know some of the things that you can go through not having just a person that you can actually talk to that grew up with you. So, my mom being on drugs and my grandmother raising me, it was just hard, just hard, I really never had how can I put this? I really never had a mother. I wanted my mother. Let's just put it like that. I had my grandmother, but I wanted my mother. I wanted her to tell me how to live life. Give me examples of how to be a good woman, how to be a lady. How to handle certain situations in life. I just wanted that voice, and I really felt like that I never got it because she was never there. So with my child, I want him to be able to look back the rest of his life and look at a book and say, my mom wrote this book. These are inspiring words. She said that I can be anything that I want to be. And I'm going to be anything that I want to be because of this book that she wrote, or the books that she wrote. I want the books to be something that he can look back on for the rest of his life and be able to pass down to his children when he has children. I want the books to be in my own words, from mommy to my son Cash. I want my books to all be dedicated to my baby Cash. And said, this was just a vision that I thought about, you know, something that words that he can live by. I would love for the books to be really illustrated and have plenty of colorful pictures in there. Just simple books, you know. And it would touch on many aspects of his life while he's growing up. So, just want to share that with you. That's just a vision that I had, that God gave me a vision, and I truly believe he wants me to act on that. Because like I said, that really just came out of nowhere. And when it came, it was just something that I couldn't stop thinking about today at work. I got so excited and so happy because, you know, it just felt so right. I mean, when it came, I just wanted to sit right down at work and just start writing right then, because I just start thinking about things that I could put in these books that will be inspirational for my son and other little young black boys. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you, Jesus. I mean, you're always there no matter what. Like I say, even though I was the only child, God has always been there to, I think, lead me in the right way and, you know, show me things that needed to be shown and open up my eyes to different things that's going on in this world. Even though I didn't have a dad in my life either, you know, I made it through. And I think I turned out okay by the grace of God. So, like I said, I just want my son to have, you know, words that he can look on and say, my mommy said that, and this is my mommy's book, and this is what my mommy said. Because mommy's not going to always be around. You know, I'll try to be around for as long as I can, but mommy's not going to always be around. But it's something he can live by for the rest of his life. So, just wanted to share that with you.